I tell you, that's how persistent Con is, right? He loves an M5, and you will never succeed if you try to pitch him an M6 Grand Coupe, even though that's roughly the same thing. But it's the notion that he can mention M5. It's a Barbie doll. Hold it.
Okay.
For mommy, not for you. What should you say? This is what you want?
Yes.
Take this. Dump it later. Oh, how are you gonna go in? Hey, no hug Huh? Okay. Bye bye. See you. So today I'm gonna go do something that will make my car match up to a Toyota Vios. Yep. So alright, we're here. The reason I'm here today is to get this done. This little thing. This is a sensor for smart tag, and of course it comes with wires. It goes into the car, into the glove box, which you can see here. So from today onwards, I'm gonna just slot my smart tag inside here. No, my touch and go here, and it's powered by the car. And I will always have the sound of beep beep immediately when I pass a toll booth. Why? Because our smart tag uses infrared, alright? And this one, and infrared, as you know, infrared is a source of heat, right? So it is always in between, put it this way, it's always a compromise, right? You give up a little bit so that the sensors of these things can go past, or you want absolute rejection and then you find a way around it, which would be this. So it's all science. It's not a linear line whereby, you know, better, best, or whatever. So I'm very happy that Darren is free because it's lunchtime and his place is closed. You see what a good boss. Lunchtime, off, everybody go makan. That's Darren. Alright. So you want to tell us a bit about the tint that my car is using?
Your car has been fitted with Spectra PhotoSync IRD Spectra PhotoSync is manufactured by a company called Prestige Film Technologies from the US. The IRD in Spectra PhotoSync stands for infrared dispersion. So what it does is it actively disperses all infrared radiation that comes into the car. But at the same time, with a lot of the smart tech devices that we're still using, we find that in some cases there are interruptions to the transmission of the smart tech device. So we found a company called Locatech who actually retails these units of transmitters, which were fitted just inside this section here very discreetly, and it's powered by the car, so you no longer have to worry about your batteries running short or having to rush during reaching up to the toll gate and grabbing your smart tech and trying to transmit it. It's built into the car and it's powered by the car. So yeah.
So you're going to package it together? I mean, it's an option for, for customers,
for clients,
right?
So there's this transition between full RFID deployment and where a lot of us are still very used to smart tag. So instead of having the old device now, it's integrated and it's fitted to the car, and you have the whole convenience of having smart tag transmission alongside your RFID.
So your tints.
Yeah.
This is Spectra.
This is Spectra PhotoSync IRD.
Okay.
And we also have another range called Ceralux IRD, which is also infrared dispersion. Both are from the same company.
Yep.
They are both premium grade films, with the Spectra PhotoSync being the highest grade film that's available from Prestige Film Technologies. Pricing wise, it's about 21% more than Ceralux. So we have product ranges to suit everybody's budget. Yeah.
So this one actually, if you think that it's super expensive because it's auto detailer, right? This one is actually right below 5,000.
Yes, it's below 5 grand. Yes.
Ceralux?
Would be about 20% less, so you're looking close to about 3,009 thereabouts for a large car like this to be fitted. Yeah.
So it's not expensive, and if you want to learn more, come over here, or you can join Evo Club, where you get a little bit of a discount that we offer, a group buy. And yeah, do check it out. So you have to understand, infrared is one of the source of heat, right? And these films, they decided to no, and that affects the smart tag. But of course, Darren's Place Auto Detailer, they have a workaround which package together if you want to top up that, and then it solves everything
and gives you the convenience as well.
Yeah. So as you can see, my car needs a thorough car
Time
wash.
for a wash.
Time for a wash. Yep. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much, Bobby.
Yep. So my JB trip, right, all the way down and back, and look at all this. Thank God I have my good friend here who can keep the cars in check. Finally, it's done. Let's have a look. Why is this person hiding there? Kenji, you don't need to hide. Oh, so that's a sensor. Look at that. That's the sensor for the smart tag. Goes inside. I have no idea how they conceal everything. And let me show you. That's the access. So that's the touch and go card. And oh, I haven't started the car. Basically, the panel is here. I slot my card in here, check my balance and all that. And sorry. So it's up to you where you want to place in your car. So Darren, thank you. So now the Ceralux. No, this is not Ceralux.
This is Spectra PhotoSync.
Spectra PhotoSync.
And also for Ceralux, you have the best protection, best clarity in the business, and also the best heat blocking high performance tint with the ease and no complications of having your smart tag.
Because infrared transfers heat.
Yes, correct.
And this tint prefers to
Reject it completely.
but this is a very, very good workaround, and it adds to the convenience as well.
You'll love it.
Alright, man, awesome. I will try and go through as many tolls as possible. And yeah, man, thanks so much. So I went down to JB and back, and it now looks beautiful. So to get this kind of luster and all that on your car, you can come over to Auto Detailer and look for Darren. He's the expert in this, the first in our country to do this kind of stuff, and still one of the best in the world. And come look for him. And whatever your budget, don't be scared by these cars. You see, there's a Beetle here, right? So don't be afraid of the type of cars that you see from the gate. Just come in here, pop by. He's a super friendly guy, and he will give you a thorough understanding of what your car needs, suit your budget, whatever you want to do. Like me, I paid for road tax, so I can't afford PPF. So I didn't PPF, but there are a lot who did. Look at the Lexus over there, brand new, installing PPF now. All right. So thank you so much, and guys, look for Darren. Come to Auto Detailer. All right. The good thing about the Rapide is that I can adjust the passenger seat at the driver's side. This is just really nice. I think all cars should put the seat adjuster over here. And sorry, they're waiting for me. I better get moving now. Alright. Thank you, bro.
Take care, bro.
See you. Oh, I forgot I was recording. Yeah, got my car out, and unfortunately I'm not passing any tolls, and it's pretty jammed now. Anyway, I'll try and purposely pass a toll to test if that works. What I like now is that it is completely out of my sight. 53 ringgit, which means, yeah, so I can check my balance with light, which means it's actually better than my smart tag, because smart tag doesn't have is not backlit, and it's about the size of your smart tag, and then the sensor is right up here, which is completely obscured from my view. I do not see the sensor, so they have installed it as if they haven't installed anything, which is something I really appreciate. And of course the car is spanking clean now, so now I don't need to open my window anymore to scan the smart tag, which is something rather good in a way. Alright, okay, it's very jammed now. Anyway, should I drive over to that side and cross some toll booths just to test if this works, or should I do it the next day? Anyway, love visiting Darren Auto Detailer every single time. I mean, these are proper car guys doing your car. There's a huge difference. Oh my god, this Accord is just blasting. And if the Myvi is turning, I'm gonna kill him. Piece of shit. Doesn't even put on his freaking stupid signals. anyway, I'll just purposely go through a toll booth then. I hope I don't end up in a huge, massive jam. But it's gonna be jam anyway. I believe so. Get a car that you can feel excited at 60 km/h, not a car that you will only feel excited at 260 km/h. Yeah, that's a huge difference, alright? So, yeah, I'll continue the video when I'm about to pass the toll booth, which is about 4 kilometers away, but because it's traffic jam, it may be slower. Did you notice I've crossed the toll? Because right before I was about to approach the toll, I received a phone call, and I was on the phone call and I completely forgotten about switching on the camera. But nonetheless, I experienced it, and the only difference is, of course, the sound where we cross the toll, the doo-doo, comes in from within the glove box, so it's rather muted, but I still can hear it compared to our smart tag in our hand, doo-doo, a lot louder. But of course, our smart tag, there will come the day where we run out of batteries, things like that, but this one is in there. So if your Touch and Go card is connected to e-wallet, and this smart tag, this integrated smart tag that was created to complement the Spectra tint or the Ceralux tint, and it's fused, is connected to the car's fused, so you practically have a device that crosses toll without you being aware of it. Yeah, that's the whole idea. And yeah, you know, sometimes you're stuck in the traffic jam and then you call some friends or something, right? So I just called Con, and then I said that, bro, regarding your dream car M5, seriously, out of nowhere I called him. I was like, regarding your dream car M5, I think we should buy it in the next 1-2 years. Because, okay, the thing is this, Con loves the E39 M5, alright? And he doesn't like the E60 M5, but he also quite liked the F10 M5, right? And I said, the E39 M5, by my estimates, if there were any that pops up in the market, they might be asking a price of somewhere around 150,000 cash, right? It's a cash buy already, and that car has serious, legit cult status, right? So I'm estimating that will be the asking price, 150,000. And whereas the E60 is currently at 60-70,000, most people are afraid of that car because of the V10 engine, and of course because of a lot of people who hasn't driven the car said that the car is not reliable. To me, that would be the one I go for. No, I would go for the wagon E60 M5. I don't know what I call it, E61 or whatever you all like to say lah. I would go for the wagon, but nonetheless, that Con loves the F10 M5 as well, which is an absolute bargain to buy now. Why? Because for a 2012-2013 F10 M5, the current market price is somewhere about 170,000 to 200,000, and they are eligible for car loans, right? They're not that old until banks does not want to offer a loan. you can still buy those cars with a loan. Basically, you walk up to the car with 20,000 cash, and then you can apply a loan and get the car and then pay it off for the next 6-7 years. Right, an F10 M5. So for me, if I were a con, I would yeah, get an M5 now before they become cash buys. Right? Let's say they hover about 180, 190,000 now, the F10 M5. By year 2022, where they no longer, the 2012 batch no longer qualifies for car loan, they would drop to about 150,000 for a while, and then they will continue to go down for a fair bit, and they should hover around 110, 120k for a much longer period of time, as shown by the Panameras, right? The 2009, 2010 Panameras are getting out of loan eligibility now, but they still hover above 100k, right? Whereas the Cayennes, they drop below. So, yeah, I mean, definitely if it is 100k cash buy, then sorry, bye-bye, no way, right? But if it is 20,000 cash for deposit and then getting a loan of 160 or 180, 150 or 160,000, that's a good choice, I would say, isn't it? Yeah. And then Con was like, okay, Bobby, do you have anything more important to discuss, or we discuss after dinner? I was like, no. Then I said, this is the important thing. That's the reason why we work. Then he was laughing. He said, no, you discuss important thing like the articles or whatever. I said, bro. Then I told him, bro, the reason we write those articles, we do those videos, you know, we run up and down and do all these things, is because we want to achieve our dream. And your dream, which you should never forget, is to get an M5. Yeah. I tell you, that's how persistent Con is, right? He loves an M5, and you will never succeed if you try to pitch him an M6 Grand Coupe, even though that's roughly the same thing. But it's the notion that he can mention M5 that makes him want an M5. Not an M3, not an M4, not an M6 or M8 or whatsoever. He wants an M5. He wants to be an M5 owner. That's his dream. Yeah. So, people, do not for 1 second forget your dream while you are doing the things that you have to do in order to pursue your dream. Right? Never ever forget that. So, I may have a meeting tomorrow, or I may have a meeting now, but my meeting is never as important as my dream, even if it is now. Sorry for the traffic jam, stupid talking session. Sekian terima kasih. Cheers. After work traffics. So yeah, if you're in a traffic jam, don't get frustrated. call a friend, talk some nonsense, like what I just did, and remind them to not let their mission get in the way of their vision. Alright? Yeah, I'm home. Cheers, guys.